Good afternoon. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Analyst Seeker, today I am your host for the afternoon. My name is Babundas. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Analyst Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP is a social and IAS certified international training institute. In 3 years, we already served 3 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional is the training faculty for skill development which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualification. The Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by offering formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to student job seeker, job holder, and also for learners the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, our quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium service for free live create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and all knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game, website free course, convert sites, and many more. We help empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement several training, program, webinar, and offline online courses for youth and learner by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by global leading professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote the education of their abilities and personalities. To ensure excellent and in-depth instruction, we arrange with qualified trainer, speaker, and instructor. We extended free services more than 3 million knowledge seekers in last 3 years. We have affiliation with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual moon signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars and citizens who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professionals. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and we serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learner we represent. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to improve to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,396 webinars successfully. Wow. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,396 webinars successfully. Wow. At present, we have invested our 1,397 webinar, which name is Produce of Good Report Writing, and today our speaker's name is Dr. Raj Narayan Awasthi. He is from India. Before I hand over the stage to our speaker, I will also share a very little bit about him. Senior Officer OL and Injures Technological Translation, Electronics Corporation of India Limited, ECIL. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Badhan, and my good afternoon to all my learned viewers who are here. I'm very thankful to IGP for giving me this opportunity to talk on very important aspect of our official and academic curriculum, that procedure of good report writing. So can I go ahead now? Hello? Hello? So today I will be speaking on two important things, that what is the procedure of good report writing. It's very important whenever we are working on anything, that what is the main purpose of the report writing. The report writing required not only the ability to communicate, but also ability to present a report in a very systematic and meaningful manner. Here two things are very important. One is systematic and one is meaningful. Whenever we are presenting any report in our official capacity or in our any academic institution, that report must be systematic. Systematic means all the data in the report should be in the very chronological order, and they should relate from one data to another data. Each and every paper should correlate with each other. That is more important. And it should be meaningful. Whatever report we are sending, remember, it must be meaningful. And also the ability to present a report in meaningful form. It is necessary for the report writer to have clear understanding of the purpose of report. This is very important. That purpose of report is very important. Whenever we are, say, submitting any report, it must be purposeful. Means without purpose, no report is clear. So purpose of the report is very important. The procedure for report writing involves the following major steps. So our learned audience, they can see determining the purpose of report, identify the receiver, collect the necessary data, analyze and classify the data, outcome of the report, and prepare the final report. These are the very important things. First, I will go the purpose of report. Whenever we are preparing any report, that the purpose of the report must be determined in a very clear way. That what is the purpose of submitting this report? Whether this purpose is maybe disciplinary, this purpose may be suggestive, or this purpose may be analytical. Means whenever we are submitting, the purpose of report must be very clear. Then identify the receiver. Whenever we are submitting the report, somebody has to receive it. Report cannot be in vague. Means whenever we are submitting any report, it must be there that who has prepared the report and to whom it has to be submitted the report. Means these two things are very important in preparation of report. Who has prepared the report, and report is to be submitted to whom. Then collection of necessary data. No report can be submitted until and unless we are having the necessary data. So for that necessary data, we have to collect. Some of the data we have to collect our own self, and some of the data we have to call from other offices, from other colleges, from other our ancillary institutions. So this is very important. So whenever we are making report, remember that collection of necessary data is very much important. So for that we should be very proactive. Suppose we have to submit any report by 15th of May. So it is not like that after 10th we should start preparing the report. No, we should prepare the report from now itself, and collection of data is very important. So that data can be collected. How data will be collected? Data can be collected online, data can be collected offline, and some of the things which, suppose it is a quarterly report, means quarterly report means every 3 months we have to submit the report. So for that purpose, what we should do, that we should call, it is not that we should call the data only in the month of 3 months. No, every month we should call the data, and when third month quarter ending comes, we should segregate the data, we should consolidate it, and we should submit. So here collection of data is very, very much important. Then analysis and classifying of the data. Here, whatever data we are getting it, we should analyze and we should classify. Suppose some of the data denotes to social values, some of the data in academics, these for marks for science students, some are for humanities. So this analysis of data is very much important. And out time of the report. Whenever we are submitting any report, that it must be there that when this report has to be submitted to higher authority. That is very much important. That is known as out time. So whenever we are submitting the report, that time, suppose we are calling the data from other offices, so there we must write that what is the out time. So suppose data last day is 15th May, so we must write there. So when suppose we are calling the data from administration, so administration section should know that no, this report we have to submit in a very fast manner because chairman office has to submit this report by 15th of May. So this is very important. Until unless we don't write the what is the out time, other section will not come to know that whether this report has to be submitted in 15th of May or 20th of May or in the end of May or in next month June. So that office should be very, very clear. Then present the report, and after that, that report will be submitted. Now, when we are doing this, so here determining of the purpose of report. First of things we should know that how to determine the purpose of report. It is worth noting that every report must serve the purpose for which it is prepared, whether it is supply of information or analysis or interpretation of data, of decision making or problem solving. So here four things are there. Supply of information, one is analysis, one is interpretation of data, and one is decision making or problem solving. So here we should know when we are generating any report, we should be very clear this report is for what purpose and need to be kept in view by a report writer. Whoever is writing a report, he or she must know that this report is for what purpose. Suppose we are preparing a report for analysis. So one report may have many sub-reports. Suppose we are sending the report of April 2023. So it is a monthly report, but there may be sub-report of week-wise that in April how many weeks were there and what was our production or school admission, everything, anything. So whenever we are submitting any report, that report writer should have the sub-heading and sub-report of that report. It is very much necessary because sometimes when we are analyzing the data as a whole, suppose we want to analyze the data of the April month, so that time sometimes our board members or our readers, they want to know that what was the data of that school of the week wise, how many students were absent, or what was the production line, whether production was going up or down. Each and everything can be in the week wise, and that week wise report is must. So this is very much necessary. Report will be of no use if failed to serve the purpose of the ultimate user. Remember, suppose we are submitting the report for analysis to the analytic department, and we have not supported the sufficient data to analytic department. Then that department cannot analyze the health of our school or of our organization. So this is very, very much important. Whenever we are submitting any report, that time we should see that to whom I am submitting my report, that purpose must serve. How the purpose will serve is the very important. So whoever is preparing report, He or she may think, okay, I am the ultimate user. Suppose this report is coming to me, how I will face, what are the problems which I will face. So everybody is the best evaluator for himself or herself. So automatically he or she will come to know that no, this data is not there, and because of this data, I cannot analyze the complete report as a whole. So this is the reason when we are submitting the report, it should be full and make sure that it serves the purpose of ultimate user. The first step in report writing, one should identify the purpose of report. That is very, very much necessary. It should be highlighted in our covering letter that what is the purpose of report. It is very, very much important while preparing any report. Now, second thing, identify the receiver or user. Before writing the report, one should also identify the user of the report in terms of their number, expertise, interest, hierarchical position. So this is very, very important. When we are submitting any report, that time we should know that who is the receiver of this report. Suppose expertise is there, the report writer should know to what extent user of report are conversant with the subject matter of the report and whether they are familiar with the technical aspect of subject, if any. So suppose we are going to have any discussion on the end of this May month. So what we should do? Suppose we have prepared a report, so we should send a report to the users, ultimate receivers, so they can understand that on what purpose this meeting will be conducted. So report writers should always know the extent user of the report. That is very, very much important. Then interest, report writers should have an understanding of the user interest as regard to fact and findings in the present the presented in the report. That is very important. Fact and findings are one of the most important things which must be taken care of. Then hierarchical position. This hierarchical position is also very important, that this report will go to the top to bottom or it should go from bottom to top. That management will take care that how this report will go. So always remember, most of the time any report will be submitted from bottom to top. So suppose anything is there, any correction is there, or any problem is there, that will be taken off in the very beginning itself. But for some of the very confidential reports, some of the very secret reports, we have to submit from top to bottom, because some of the things are there which have to be disclosed only the head of office. So that is very much important. That's how the report will be submitted. Now, outline of the report. This is very important. Outline of the report is important part. While preparing the outline, one should concentrate on three major parts. These are the three major parts are there: introduction, body of the report, conclusion, and recommendation. So these three parts together make up a bulk of report. Means any report is standing on the three pillars: introduction, body of the report, and conclusion. Two main aspects of the report need to be decided upon this stage. So this main aspect of the report is decided only on introduction, body of the report, and conclusion and recommendation. Now, the order in which the introduction, body of the report, and conclusion and recommendation are to be presented, this is also very important. How to organize the body of the report as it constitutes a larger part of the report. As far as first aspect relating to the order of the three parts is concerned, any of the following three options can be adopted. You can see here three options are there: option 1, option 2, option 3. So in option 1, what we'll do? First, we will write the introduction, body, and conclusion. Option 2, introduction, conclusion, and body. Option 3, first conclusion, then introduction, then body. In general nature, this is my experience in working on the officer capacity on the command position, that introduction is written first, after that main body will be there and conclusion will be in the last. Sometimes top authorities or top management required conclusion as early. So first we will write introduction, immediately we will write the conclusion, and that will be followed by body. Then option 3, first conclusion, then introduction, then body. So these are the very important things. How this report will be written, it will depend upon the systems and chronology or pedagogy we are using each and every organization. But in most of the organizations, we are using option 1. First we will write introduction, then body, then conclusion. But in some of the organizations where the reports are very important and top management need to know only the conclusion, there we should write first conclusion, then introduction, then body. So this is very, very important things, and these 3 options are one of the most important which each and every report writer must know. Because whole organization is depend upon only on report. How you submit the report, how you create the report, how you analyze the report, each and every result will be based on report. That's why we should not always hurry up. We should give time to the report writer. We should let him or her should analyze the report, then only report is to be submitted. Because once a report is submitted, and again it comes back for any correction, it takes a lot of time. So for that purpose, we should always see that whenever we are submitting the report should be very clear and it should be very authentic. There should not be any problem in the report, and if any problem is there, then we should sort it out in the very beginning itself. Now the preparation of final report. Now the final report preparation is very important. The report writer should adopt an appropriate style. Means the report writer should always know that on which style I am going to prepare a report in accordance with the nature and purpose of the report. So that is very important. Nature and purpose of the report is most important, and following suggestions are very important while preparing the report. So these are the suggestions. If anybody is in our London audience, if anybody is given this task, how to prepare a report, these are the very important and which are accepted globally. Consider the suitability of the language to be used. Very important. Whatever language we are using in making the report, that language must be suitable with our job, with our organization, with our group or division, anything. So language suitability is very important. Unfamiliar words should be avoided as much as possible. In any organization, we should use the dictionary, we should use the terminology of the same organization. As far as possible, we should not use unfamiliar words. There are 2 reasons. When unfamiliar words are there, the reader cannot understand, and sometimes he or she will not be able to go to dictionary, and our very purpose of the report will not be solved if anything has been missed out. So here 2 things are very important, that avoid of unfamiliar words should be avoided as far as possible. Then avoid offensive language which may be distasteful to the readers. So here offensive language should not be used, because those are readers, they should not feel that it is distasteful. So offensive language should not be used. Adopt a positive approach wherever possible. Wherever it is possible, always see that we should use the positive approach. Means our approach should not be negative. That is very, very important. Our each and everything should be in very positive nature. Adopt use active voice as much as possible. In report writing, we should avoid passive voice as far as possible. In grammatically, our report should be very correct and active voice should be used. However, passive voice can be used wherever it is necessary to de-emphasize any idea. Make sure that each sentence and paragraph contains only one central idea. This is very important. Means a report is made of sentences. After sentences, combined sentences, they make paragraph. After many paragraph, they make a report. So all the sentences, all the paragraphs, they should relate to only one central idea. That is very important. It is not like that each and every para is having its own idea. No. Complete idea should be centrally to each and every sentence and paragraph. Avoid unnecessary repetitions. Unnecessary repetitions should be avoided. Means whatever has been said earlier, whatever has been submitted earlier, it should not be used each and every time. That is very important. And check and recheck the script for grammar and typographical errors. This is also very important. Check and recheck. Again, we are telling that check and recheck. It is very important. We should check also and we should recheck also script and grammar of typographical errors. So that is very important when we are submitting any report. That time grammar and text of the report should be checked in a very perfect manner. There should not be any mistake. There should not be any missed out in the grammar. So this is very important and we must check it up whenever we are submitting any report. Now the stages in the report making. So there are four major important steps approach to planning and organizing reports. The activities involved in each steps are outlined below. First of all, prepare the material. This is very important. Collect information, then illustration. You see, whatever information we are collecting, we should finalize, check to see that you have all information needed. So whenever we are preparing any report, we should see that all the information which we require, it is fulfilled. Decide on the purpose of the report. This is also very important. Earlier also I have told that the purpose of report must be finalized. That main purpose of the submitting report is that the user should know that for what purpose this report has come. Now these are the preparation. Then how to plan, classify material, make an outline, make a list of major and major subject headings. These are the first we should classify the material. Means whatever material we have received, we should classify that this material is most important, this material is important for information, and this material is important for analysis. This is very, very important whenever we are submitting the report of anything. Make an outline. So here we should see that outline of the report is very important. That whatever report we are submitting, no report should go beyond the limitations. Suppose any report has been, we have to submit that what is the percentage of mathematics of our student for last 10 years. Then we should focus our report only on mathematics subjects. It should not go to science or it should not go to languages. So this is very, very important. When we are submitting any report, that time planning of the report is very important. Make a list of major and minor subject headings. This is also very important. When we are submitting report, major and minor subject headings. Suppose we are submitting the report of mathematics, then we should see that okay, last 5 years what was the, then last 5 years what was the result, how many students passed above 80%, how many students passed above 70%, how many got below 50%. Each and everything we can have in major and minor subject heading. So this is very important. Preparing of the material and planning of the report. If preparation and planning is good, definitely our report is going to be very fine. Now, writing the report. How we will write the report? You see that for writing the report, state the subject, purpose, and plan the introduction of the report. There are three things. Subject. First, we should write subject of the report, that what is the subject, what is the purpose, and plan the introduction. Introduction of the report is very important because sometimes we have to send our report to other high dignitaries. Those are not from the same area. So automatically, suppose we are sending report to any board members which are from arts background, and so any technical organization is there. So that time we must write introduction, so they will come to know that how to plan the report and what is the process of the report. And by seeing and by reading the introduction, they will come to know the subject and purpose of the report, and our purpose will be solved. So that is the main thing. You should remember that subject and purpose are the very important pillar of any report. Describe the equipments, procedures, and results in the body of the report. What are the equipments to be used? What is the procedure, result in the body of the report? Because one will be the introduction, then body you should write that suppose we want to have any lab, we want physics laboratory in our college, then we should see that what are the equipments are needed, what is the procedure for procurement, what is the procedure for procuring these items, what will be the result. These all things we must see when preparing the report. Then summarizing the report in 1 or 2 paragraphs in the abstract. So this is also very important. Whenever we are submitting any report, it should be summarized within 1 or 2 paragraphs in the abstract. Because until unless we are not summarizing, reader cannot understand, and it should not be more than 1 or 2 paragraphs. Remember, summary is very important. Precise writing is very important. Whatever 4 or 5 pages, long pages report you have made, try to know how to summarize it. Summary itself, you should not add anything, and some of the things which are not needed, some of the things which are example, some of the things which are only illustrations, that can be avoided, and that can be used for this making 1 or 2 paragraphs, and this is very, very important. Prepare a table of contents, a list of illustrations and tables, appendices, and bibliography. So this is also very important. Whatever contents we are preparing in the report, it must be in table form. It must be in tabular form. List of illustrations should be there, and list of table appendices will be there, and bibliography will be there. Whenever we are preparing any report, we must write the bibliography. Bibliography means whatever we have generated the report, whatever we have generated the ideas, any quotations, anything So that is must. Without bibliography, normally no report will be made valid. So we must acknowledge and we must write the bibliography of the report. So this is very, very important things while preparing any report of any time, contents, illustrations, and appendices. Appendices are just like annexes. Suppose we have made report. For example, we are making report for science system. So we have made a report of 2 pages. Now in science system, physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, geology, botany, all subjects are coming. So we can make a full report, and appendices, each and every subject result can be added. What was the result in physics? What was the result in chemistry? What was the result in biology or botany, geology, anything? So we must have appendices, and report should be very clear, but we must number the appendices. That we should write down that appendix A will be for what subject, appendix B will be for what subject. It can be ABCD, it can be 1, 2, 3, anything as you like it, but it must be in a very, very chronological order. So now this is also very important. In a big business corporate organization, writing long reports need special attention. When we are writing long reports, now the parts of long report, now it will be preliminary part, now text will be there, and there will be supplementary part. Now the title slide will be there, title page will be there, authorization will be there, document will be there, table of contents, list of tables, list of figure, abstract. Then text, introduction, body, conclusion, supplementary part, endnotes, appendices, bibliography, index. So this is very important. These things are for long report. This is very important. Now the title page. Now the title slide will be the first page. Now authorization will be there, that who is authorized to sign this report. In authorization it will be there that this report I have seen from page number 1 to page number last. All the information given in this report is actual and factual. For anything I will be responsible. So this is very important, and mostly the head of office should sign the authorization report. Then document will be there, table of contents will be there, documents, what are the documents we are attaching, then table of contents will be there. Whatever contents we are submitting, it should be there, like 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D. Each and everything will be there. So this is very important. And first, any report, after list of tables, list of figure, there will be abstract. So it will be like a summary, that what are the keywords we are using, what are the from where we have taken these information. So by seeing the abstract or by reading, each and everybody can come to know that what is the main theme of the report. Now text will be there, introduction will be there. In introduction, what will be there, that what for we are using this report. Now body will be there, main body will be there. Main body means whenever we are submitting any report, that main body will be there, that for what purpose we have called for this report. So it will be mainly in 3 parts: introduction, body, and there will be conclusion also. In conclusion, what will be there? In the last, whatever results is being, what are the findings are there, it should be clear. So whatever, suppose you are a student, suppose you are a research scholar, Suppose you are a teacher, you are a vice principal, you are a principal, or you are working as a officer in any office. These writing reports is very important, and definitely it will be very, very, very beneficial in your studies. Suppose some of our learned speakers, they are student, and suppose some are doing high degree. If you know how to submit the report, definitely in their professional life, they can touch any height. That after all, when they become the in charge of any institution, when they become the in charge of any official capacity, ultimately they have to submit the reports. That's why submitting of the report is very, very, very important in terms of their professional careers. Now, supplementary parts, that is endnotes, appendices, bibliography, index. Now, endnotes are there. Endnotes we can write. How we will write endnotes? Suppose we have written anything is there, and that is we know that it will not be understood by the readers. There we can write one. Suppose any word is there, like for example, we are using word pedagogy. Now we know that everybody cannot understand this pedagogy. So after pedagogy, we will write one or some star mark. Immediately in the down, we should write star mark, and we should give a full definition of pedagogy. So what will be the effect? That a reader will come to know automatically that what is the purpose of this pedagogy. Because sometimes when we are writing reports, when we are submitting any report, it is not possible that each and everything can be written in the report matter. So there what we will do? We will do the same thing. We will give the asterisk mark, we will give some marking, and there in the end notes we can highlight each and everything. Then appendices. Appendices are also very important. Suppose we are writing anything and we want to share some information, some comparative information or some detailed information. So for that purpose, we can use the appendices, but each and every appendices must be clearly numbered, and it should be linked with the original report. So there what we should do in appendices, we should write down this appendix relate to which page, and this appendices comes under what para. So if know these all things, it can be performed in a very well manner. Now the bibliography. Bibliography is also very important. Whatever things we are using, whatever books we have used, whatever reports we have used, that must be written in a bibliographical form. Means whatever we are writing, whatever we are telling, it must be in a bibliographical, and their writer name will be there, what is their publication, it will be there. These each and everything will be there, and for that purpose, this bibliographical form will be very, very important. Then the index. Indexing is also very important. We should give indexing that, okay, from page number 1 what we have written, page number 2 what we have written, page number 3 what and repeat, and our each and every report should be numbered. This is my request to my learned audience, that whenever we are submitting the report, it should be all the pages should be numbered. But suppose our report is of 20 pages. So we should not write only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. We should write 1 by 20, 2 by 20, 3 by 20. So reader can understand that this report is of 20 pages and this report is on third page. So this is very important aspect in submission of any report. So whenever we submit any report, that we should always remember that this report is not only for 1 or 2 days, this report will be used for years together. It may be used for coming session. It may be used for coming generations also. So make sure that we should be very serious when we are submitting and when we are preparing any report. No doubt, no report can be final. Each and every report can be amended. Each and every report can be superseded with another report. But as far as possible in a very professional career, make sure that each and every report must be very perfect and very legitimate and very legally it should be very correct. So these are the basic things and these are the very important things that whenever we are making report, whenever we are going for report making. So in official capacity, gentlemen and ladies, that whenever you make the report, first you make the draft of the report own self and you submit to your own self and you analyze that this report has been given to me how it is, because you are the self, you are the best evaluator of any report. You can say that this report is one of the best report. So that is very very much necessary. Whenever you submit the report, you analyze yourself, then only you can say that how my report has been submitted. So these are the very important things, and you can note down. And whenever in future you submit any report, see that you submit to yourself. You will come to know automatically that something is missing, and the day you came to know that in my report something is missing, you will come to know that you will be the best report writer. It's a very very professional work. Nobody can write a report until unless he or she has the good exposure on report writing. For that purpose, you need a lot. For that purpose, you need a lot of exposure, you need a lot of introspection, and you need a lot of experience. And automatically, you will come to know that you are the best report writer in your organization. So these are the basic things of the report. Now, I'm very thankful to my learned audience that they have done the very wonderful work of listening me, and I am very sure that this webinar will improve of your career knowledge. Whether you are a student of school, whether you are a professional, whether you are a teacher, I am very sure that if you can submit the report in the best possible manner, you will be the best report writer. Remember, your report must have clarity, it must have brevity, it must have elaborateness. You should be able to expand your report, you should be able to summarize your report. If you know these two, three things, you will be the best report writer. I am very thankful to IGP for giving me this time. Thank you. Thank you, Badhan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, dear sir, for your presentation. Now, sir, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable sir, please stay with us. After a short video, we will be back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back to our participants. Sir, our first question is from Tisha. How long is a short report and how long is a long report?
Yeah, thank you, Kingvi, for asking this very contemporary question. You see, there is no definite rule that how should be a long report, but definitely make sure that any report, as far as my experience says in my professional career, any report should not be more than 4 pages. One, two things are there. Your main report should not be more than 4 pages. Sometimes you will see, say that, sir, this report may be more than 4 pages in my organization. So for that purpose, you make it brief and you add the appendices. There is no question you can attach the 10 or 20 annexer or appendices. So any report should be made 4 pages, and it can be supported with supplementary documents. It can be supported with some annexes. How long it will be short report? It's a very simple. Any short report will be nearly one third of the total report. So suppose report is of any report is of the 4 pages. So this report will be nearly 1¼ page. For short report, it is very perfect that it will be nearly 30 to 35% of the quantum of the long report. But here, long report will be how much? It will be always 4 to maximum 4 pages. However, if you need to elaborate your report, you can add some appendices or annexes or any letter, any supplementary documents. That is up to you. Thank you, Isaiah Kingvi, for asking this question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your answer. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an awareness certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an webinar certification and online quiz competition.
Any question is from our learned speaker, definitely I will try to answer because it is very important part of in our professional career that how to write a report. I have seen that some of the people are very qualified, but when it comes to for writing the report, it is very difficult. You can ask any question.
So there is no more questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, sir, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seekers surely.
Okay, I'm
Honorable sir, thanks a lot for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable sir, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, sir. Take care.
okay. Badhan, I'm very thankful to you that you have navigated me in a very most professional manner. Really, in all the time, you do the very perfect job. I am very thankful to IGP for giving me this opportunity to talk in front of this learned audience. And whenever I will get my opportunity, definitely I will try to give my 100% to our learned speakers. Once again, whole IGP community, I'm very thankful and keep going ahead. All the best. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Honorable sir, before we move to the webinar certification process, if you want to leave this studio, you can, sir.
Thank you.
IGP Nalasika is time for the webinar certification process, the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Today, some technical problem we cannot provide a certificate code. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Today, some technical problem we cannot provide our certificate code. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is a regular webinar activity. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Go to www.slido.com and find today's quiz or scan this QR code for direct joining. Quiz code is Global IGP. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. Please join in Slido with the code and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code and the code is Global IGP. Please join in Slido with the code and the code is Global IGP. With 21 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. Our first question is, what are the 4 C's of good report writing? Option 1, clear, criminal, craft, complete. Option 2, clear, concise, correct, complete. Option 2 is the right answer and 94% people are right here in the leaderboard. Relay is holding the first position. Our second question is, a benefit of good report writing is option 1, supports morally. Option 2, demonstrating you understand your organization strategy. Option 2 is the right answer, and 84% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Pili is holding the first position. Our third question is, below are feature of good report writing except option 1, comprehensive but compact, option 2, subjective. Option 2 is the right answer. 74% people are right here in the leaderboard. Here is holding the first position. Our fourth question is, which of the following are not quantitative of good report writing? Option 1, objective. Option 2, opinionative. Option 2 is the right answer, and 89% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Pili is holding the first position. Our fifth question is, when writing the procedure section of a lab report, option 1, use present tense, option 2, use past tense. Option 2 is the right answer, and 55% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Evelyn is holding the first position. Our sixth question is, good notes can aid follow-up report writing and dash to increase changes of a convocation. Option 1, mapping. Option 2, case presentation. Option 2 is the right answer, and 89% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Leah is holding the first position. Our seventh question is, select the good example of report writing style. Option 1, opinion based. Option 2, factual. Option 2 is the right answer, and 89% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Leah is holding the first position. Our eighth question is, which of the following is not good check writing procedure? Option 1, record every check in the check register. Option 2, sign a blank endorsement as soon you receive the check. Option 1 is the right answer, and 89% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Dia is holding the first position. Our ninth question is, which is not part of writing a good procedure? Option 1, multiple trials and how they are different. Option 2, explain what calculations to make. Option 2 is the right answer, and 33% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Leah is holding the first position. Our last and final question of the afternoon session is, the purpose of writing a good procedure text is to, option 1, analyze how people do something, inform readers how to do things correctly. Option 2 is the right answer, and congratulations to our online quiz competition winner, top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official group page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner, top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say properly PD skill, never stop laughing because life never stop teaching us. Be and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end like button, I again wants to thank all IGP knowledge seeker for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.